Hey guys, what is up? Lefty back here again, and thanks for checking out the video. So today what we're going to be doing is a little bit more dry fire practice with the rifle this time, and we're also going to be testing out and trying a little bit of some new things that I got, mainly just one thing at least at this point. I did get a couple of things for goodies for, Black Friday and shit like that, but mainly just going to be testing out one thing at the moment. So one of the things that I got is a couple things from Strike Industries, and one of them is the ambidextrous magazine release. And, not gonna lie, first impressions, pretty damn sweet because this thing is like, it's almost like spring-loaded in a sense. If I press this out here, you can kind of see that it pops out, So it's kind of cool. It's not just a pressing against, oh my motherfucking God. It's not just a pressing of against of the, I don't know if you guys saw what happened there. When I pressed it out, I actually rotated it up, so don't do that. But it actually doesn't just press against the frame. It actually presses against the spring and actually pops it out. It's more of like a spring action rather than just kind of simply pushing against the frame of the receiver, which is what the majority of the other ambient mag releases do. So I'm going to be trying that out, doing some dry fire practice, and then also talking about some shit when my first impressions of this thing is, and because it's only $30, which is just fantastic. But one thing I will get into as well that I'm not super fond on, I love how much it sticks out, but also the the bolt hold open is a little bit close to that. So I want to see if that's going to interfere with locking the bolt open. So we'll see about that. And then also, real quick too, I actually was doing one of these a little bit a while ago, and had the TV muted, whatever, and then I had some fucking, I think it was Parks and Rec was on, muted. Just, you could see that maybe just half of the screen, and I got it flagged, so I had to take it down and shit like that, because it wasn't even allowed to be on YouTube, which is kind of fucking silly, but whatever. So what we're going to do is just do some standard dry fire practice with the rifle here. It's the BCM 11.5 pistol, right? And yeah, see how she goes and stuff like that. I'm just going to do some simple drills here. Well, even though I fumbled up there and fucked up, the first time that I actually did this when I recorded and it was banned from YouTube, man, it was bad because it's been a while since I actually did any type of rifle work and shit. And I was rusty, to say the least. I'm a little bit jittery because I'm still trying to train my brain to not hit this fucking button here, which is, it's just been ingrained to do that. It's just bang, 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 shoot, go here, boom, Oh, fuck, it's annoying. I would do that. We're keeping it in though, okay? Keeping it in. I don't give a shit. Don't give a fuck. Stupid. The funny thing is, I actually went to the fucking button like a mongoloid because my brain is just trained to do that, and I was still, not only was I faster, I was actually smoother too. It just shows you repetition and shit. If I can get it smooth, it's gonna be a good time. But yeah, just can't find the hole like my usual issues, And then if you guys have seen my previous dry fire practice, I'm also shooting at a picture of the Chicago skyline, which I think is fairly, quaint. It's very, I don't know, makes sense with, Chicago shit. But I'm shooting at one building and I'm transitioning to a smaller building for my second shot. Just so I can work on my quick presentations of the shot and then do something really fast and then focus something on something small. Okay, not bad. Getting a little bit better here. We're just going to do... We'll do one more of that, then we'll just do speed reload, not malfunction. Pretty smooth. Let me do one more of those. Okay, getting it down now. Getting it down. So now we're gonna do bolt locked open, and then we're just gonna do a quick speed drill. So try that here. It's not bad. And as you can see, I'm not using any kit. I do have my concealed carry weapon on for a little bit of like what I would be used to, but I'm not wearing any belt systems or any slings because more than likely, if you're going to be using a rifle in any type of self-defense situation for civilian use, probably not going to have any kit on. If you're using for self-defense, home defense kind of thing, this is probably what you're going to have. One in the gun, maybe a spare on your pocket or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's what I'd be working the most. And I will do videos as well, wearing kit and then practicing in kit and then talking about my kind of ideas about that shit. So. Fuck you. I just instantly regress back to the old manual of arms. It sucks so bad. Fuck you. Hope everybody's holidays went well for Thanksgiving and shit. Hope you guys got some cool shit on Black Friday like I did. I really didn't get a whole lot because, yeah. I don't know if everybody else had that issue. Like nobody, even in my family, nobody was getting fucking stuff like everybody has, everything they want. And the deals, you know, $20 off a fucking, I don't know, waffle maker is kind of stupid. Because if you're gonna have a waffle, if you have the need to have a waffle maker, you probably already have a shittier one, so. But yeah, it's a Saturday today before my second job here, so I'm getting some reps in, doing some cleaning, as you can see back here. I haven't got to the cleaning yet, but that's fine. No big deal. I'm just waiting for one of these mags to fucking bounce right on my toe. Oh, it's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel great. So let's do one more here. It's not super smooth, but I am grabbing kind of out here rather than kind of just going here or there. But it is what it is. Let's do transition here. The only thing that it really works well. Am I bleeding on my gun here? Probably. Tried to take a Glock base plate off and the fucking thing slipped. Cut my shit, but that's okay though. That's what happens. That is what happens. Don't have one of those fancy tools, so I was trying to use, I don't know, I was using the fucking counter, pushing on it with a fucking Allen key in it. Oh, not a good combination. The fucking thing slipped, and I don't even know what caught me. I'm assuming the Allen key did, but yeah. It is what it is. So now, what I want to do is a couple of kind of playing around with this gun. UPS guy went by again. Now, the reason I'm doing this, I'm going to have my gun on because I want to see if I have my sling on, let's say you're right-handed, and let's say this thing is bouncing on your body, I want to see if that fucking thing will activate. I'm assuming it's going to because it's not really that low profile. It's low profile enough to, you know, not be ridiculous, but... Okay, so we did get it eventually. So, I don't know. It's something I noticed. It's definitely low profile enough so you're actually going to be able to hit it. Like, it's flush enough to it's not going to snag on anything, but it's definitely out enough that you're actually going to be able to just accidentally do that. Okay, so what I want to do, I don't know how I'm going to be able to test this. Hang on one second. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. This is the thing I used to do too when I was really big into the using the charging handle to actually charge the weapons. Every time my gun went dry, I would fucking, you know, in and charge it up. So what I did was I removed the follower, and now this thing's just basically a shell. And what I want to do is I want to see if I have a malfunction, if I can lock the bolt open without having the mag drop out. And it looks like that is a possibility. But it's kind of sketch. Like, it really feels like you have to, yeah, see. That is going to be an issue. It's almost like you're going to need another fucking bolt hold open if you're going to do this, because, yeah, it's just too fucking close. Almost if they did like a cut to it, or kind of like chamfered it upward so it's not as fucking close. But yeah, that's gonna be assy. So let's say I had a bang 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 click. I have a double feed. But now, if I have any of these issues, right, the magazine is probably gonna want to come out anyway. You know, because if I do have a double feed and I go here, but the magazine falls out anyway, I guess that's really not that big of a deal. But I don't know. Man, it's definitely kind of interesting if you're just doing some kind of, I will say the number one thing, like, I'm still kind of rusty on the speed reloads, but the number one thing is just doing that kind of thing. You know, just going up for the change. I don't have to do that fucking shit anymore, just straight up. That's pretty fucking dope. I like that. Much easier, much simpler. But yeah, if I have some type of malfunction in the gun, I have to lock the bolt to the rear, magazine is probably going to want to come out regardless, so I don't know. We'll have to see. Very interesting. Because right out the gate, that's the only thing that I actually found that would be possibly the issue is this. Guy, I'm bleeding all over my gun now. Which is good, you know. Blood adds a little bit to the paint job, I guess. I don't know. But that's the only thing I actually saw of a possible issue, is that and accidentally hitting the magazine release like that. But if you're left-handed, I don't really think it's going to be an issue. But that's not really a new thing, though. I mean, there's a whole bunch of like extended magazine release buttons that are, you know, have the same type of issue. So, also as well, I do have the mag release button that came with it. Kind of pointless and unnecessary, but yeah, I put it on there for fun. Z's. I don't know. I'll have to play with it a little bit more. My brain is still on that shit. Yeah, just got a little bit more playing. But yeah, don't want this to be going too much longer because it's probably, I don't know, 15 fucking minutes at this point. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I will report back on my thoughts and opinions on that stuff. And if anybody is curious what else I got a couple other magazines. I got an X-Tech magazine for the AK-47. I'm going to try that fucker out. From feeling it, it feels exactly like the goddamn US Palm. Like, if you made me close my eyes and just pick it up, I could not tell the difference. It's got that same kind of like retardedly strong, rigid feel in your hand that feels like a tank. So that's pretty interesting. And then also, I also have a Glock base plate from Strike Industries as well. That is the +6 for 9mm. I only was able to get +5 in that motherfucker, but you know, maybe when it wears in a little bit, it'll give up that extra round. But anyway, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching the playing around with new stuff and kind of figuring some stuff out, and yeah, be good.